As an actor, it is of utmost importance to be always presentable, especially when you are in the running for a coveted role. In this article, we give you some essential grooming tips that will help you to be appropriately turned out at an audition. Every year, thousands of aspiring actors leave their hometowns to move to cities like Los Angeles and New York to make it big in the entertainment industry. The sparkle of the spotlight and the temptation of worldwide fame are definitely attractive, and the glamour is unusually addictive. What many people seem to forget is that underneath all that dazzle and razzmatazz is a lot of work and the patience of a saint. For some it may take just one audition to land their dream job, and for others, it may take 100 callbacks. Through all of this, as an actor, one needs to be well turned out and groomed properly, never once losing sight of one's goal. Grooming oneself for an audition. For an actor, their physical appearance is extremely important. And it is not without reason. In a world obsessed with looking good, actors have a great deal of pressure put on them to look a certain way. It is not surprising then that aspiring actors often spend a great deal of time preening themselves before an audition. There are several factors that will determine how you should dress up for an audition. Given below are answers to some of the most common questions that aspiring actors ask when they need to attend an audition. Use these answers to learn how to groom yourself for an acting audition. Should the role I am auditioning for influence my clothing? It is important that the clothes you wear for your audition reflect the character you are auditioning for. But that does not mean that you arrive for the audition in full costume. If you are aiming to land the role of a doctor, it does not mean that you wear doctor scrubs for the audition. Instead, be comfortably dressed in clothes that seem like what a doctor would wear outside the hospital, or even something that mimics a doctor's uniform. Should the age of the character I am auditioning for make a difference? One of the most common mistakes that an aspiring actor makes while going for an audition is not dressing up age appropriately. Many actors tend to dress up much younger than their actual age, and this can often seem like they are trying too hard. It is not a pleasant tag to carry around, and definitely not one that is easy to shirk off. It is important that you dress in a manner that is pleasant for your age. Another tip to keep in mind if you are dressing up according to the role is to take into consideration the age of the character. If you are a 40-year-old auditioning for the part of an 80-year-old, then a little help in the cosmetics department may go a long way during your auditions. Should I take the casting director's specifications for the role into consideration? This is a question that obviously demands a resounding yes. If the audition details specify that you dress up in a certain manner, then it is only expected for you to do the same. You should also take into consideration whether it is a screen test or a face-to-face test. The colors and patterns that you wear to the audition will be determined by these factors. Of course, if there are no details given, then choose to dress in a subtle, neat and understated manner. Avoid gaudy colors at all costs, and keep accessories to a minimum. What are the appropriate colors to wear to an audition? Many people remain unsure about which the best colors are for them to wear to an audition. If your audition is an on-camera affair, then it may be a good idea to wear a color like blue. Avoid white completely as it tends to wash out a person. Also try to avoid wearing stripes or patterns in any form as these tend to merge on screen. Build a wardrobe which consists of a casual ensemble with soft cardigans in light colors and suits and dresses in grays and navy blues. Always opt to wear shoes that are fashionable and sensible. As an actor, it is your job to shine through with your acting prowess. Your wardrobe would just add to your talent and create another layer of believability. An audition for an acting job goes way beyond just prepping yourself physically. Looking good for the camera is of course something that should come naturally to every actor, but it is also important to be psychologically prepared for the rigors of the acting world. Preparing yourself mentally and physically for an audition is extremely important. It is essential that you be properly prepared for the audition. While walking in for an audition, remember to research the production thoroughly. Most auditions always release a list of requirements, and it may be a good idea to read these and prepare accordingly. These details will help you prepare both physically and performance-wise. Proper preparation will take you a long way in the industry. This will ensure that you are able to follow the instructions that the casting director gives you without any scope for misunderstanding. Be confident about your chances of getting the role and be as prepared as you can be. Most casting directors who have spent many years in the industry will tell you how the best actors are generally those who treat every audition like a professional job that is about to premiere at Cannes. One of the most important tips that a seasoned actor will give you is to keep a positive outlook after an audition. If you are not cast for the role that you auditioned for, then remember that it is not necessarily a reflection of your acting prowess. It is possible that you are not whom they envision for the part. Having said that, it is important to remember that the business of acting is an extremely competitive one. For every role that you audition for, there are at least 500 more people in line. It is a cutthroat world where you need to take the good with the bad. Getting a break can be extremely difficult, and grooming yourself well is one of the many things that can take you a long way in the business. If you are truly a wonderful actor, then nothing can stop you from achieving your dreams. Like Paula Abdul once said, the more auditions you go on, the more you will learn not to take it personally.